According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, we now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale.
Dang it, ruined my rhythm, dang. You got Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale. And then metal pipe on top of it. Hello, everybody. Oh, and headpats. Thank you for the headpats. Thank you for the headpats. Goodness gracious, what an intro. Anyways, hello. Hi.
Hello
Happy
there.
Tuesday. Okay, this entire intro section needs to be clipped. What in the world? What is this intro? Oh my gosh. We haven't even started and y'all are going crazy. Hi. Welcome in. Good to see y'all. Happy Tuesday. Goodness gravy. Hello. Hi. Megarock, Clone Shock, Dark, Ghost Hammerman, Squid James, Frog Owls, Jeremy, welcome in, Metal Spider. Hello, everybody.
Objection!
Objection. How many times has the Oratrice been redeemed when you first speak up? Almost every single stream that Clone Shock is one of the first people in. I'm also playing Ace Attorney right now. Let's go! Which one are you on, Maddie? You on the second game? Excuse me. Whoa! Serum!
Jeremiah's 3 cheer Dex 20. Explosive intro.
Thank you for the 20 bits, Jerem. Explosive intro indeed. Holy moly. Goodness gravy. Good morning, Bray Jared. Welcome in. Good to see you. Hope y'all are doing well. The second case of the first game. Every time I start a new game, I do a first-hand experience. Start and stop at the first. Okay, makes sense. I hope that the second case is going well for you. That's a pretty tough case, that one. Good morning, Mind J. Good to see y'all. How's y'all's Tuesday going so far? Hope it's going well. I'm excited to jump back into Ace Attorney Investigations. Ready to go take down a portsman and make sure he gets the punishment he deserves for killing his detective buddy. We're not gonna let him go off scot-free. Nuh-uh, nuh-uh. No way. Oh, excuse me. A little bit of hiccup. My sleep schedule is improving. Let's go. Improving sleep schedule. Let's go. We love that. We love that. I'm still working on fixing mine. Mine's still a work in progress. Ugh.
悪かったよ。事件の真相が分かったら抑えが効かなくなっちまったんだ。それにまさかあの解毒剤で完璧に元の体に戻るなんて思わなかったし。
That's funny. I literally watched a trailer for the new Conan movie this morning. Like right before stream. Twitch, cut the cameras. Cut the cameras! Cut the cameras! Oh gosh. Jeez Louise. Phone Shock, who are we adding on stream today? Got the first day's photos up on your Discord, boss. I'm doing it as the number of photos in that single day before uploading the next day's photos tomorrow. No worries. I'll have to take a proper look at them. By the way, Conan, interesting concept, not gonna lie. Have you been doing research, Jerem? Have you been doing the research? Is that what's been going on? I see. Naruhodo, naruhodo. So far so good, checking up on how much progress I need to make up in terms of seasonal tasks in some of my games, especially since today was an early daily reset for me. Ouch. Yikes. Yanfei, hold on. Might as well swap screens. Well, let me get the Yanfei. Good morning, Kyoto. Good to see you. Got so many downloads on my computer. I need to I need to sort through all my stuff. I really need to make a folder for all these gifts so that I have a place to keep them. Yanfei. Where is the Yanfei? I know I have one. Oh! Thank you for the head pass. Perhaps, maybe, probably. Yeah, Lupin as well. I blame you. What do you mean you blame me? What did I do? What did I do? Ah, here we go. Found it. Alright, Miss Yanfei, Miss Attorney. I'm surprised you haven't made a folder yet. Well, I've got to sort between my ones that I use for stream and then the ones that I use for personal stuff. So I'll have to figure that out. But I've apparently I've gotten quite a few people into Conan and Lupin as well. So I'm like, oh, well, I mean, if you enjoy it, then I'm glad I got you interested in it, I guess. Alrighty. Okie dokie. Let's go ahead and get started then. Let's give Portsmouth the old 1-2 and shut him up real good with cold hard logic and truth. Oh, heck yeah. The temptation to play this game was so high throughout this entire past week, let me tell you. Bum, 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 bum. You guys have no idea. I was trying so hard not to play this game. Because I wanted to. I really wanted to. Hey! Hey, hey! Reason being, because I love this game and they're my favorite games. Hey, hey, Slayer! Good to see you. Alright. No worries, Clone Shop. Enjoy the lurk. Alright, hold on. Let me go ahead and make sure I got everything properly set up here. And we'll be good to go. Alright. Okay. I believe we are on the final rebuttal. Yep, it's Tuesday. That means it's Ace Attorney Day. Alright. Alright, yep, we're on the last rebuttal here, I think. We are on Portsman's Alibi Part 2, which means we are like on the last piece of this case. The literal last one. Okay. Portsman's Alibi Part 2. Here we go. Pardon me? The The Presto theme is good, man. What? Oh. The investigation games are the only two games to use a Presto theme for the cross-examinations, but it is so good.
The thief that you ran into should be a real suspect, wouldn't you say? We should be out there looking for that thief right now. They might still be nearby. I hate to repeat myself, but I've already said I was training in my room. And when Jim came to deliver some evidence to me, I was down in criminal affairs. So I can't be expected to know what happened around here after I left. So, you think we should be out there looking for the thief? Of course. Now isn't the time to be having these dead-end discussions. I don't think it's at all dead-ended. I find your alibi to be fascinating. Let's continue where we left off, shall we? I know he's lying. I know he was here, at the scene of the crime. I just have to find a way to prove it.
Alright, and I have an idea where to go with this. Welcome back, Clone Chalk. Alright. Let's get some more details here. Care to elaborate on this?
Why didn't you go there with Mr. Faith?
Ah, that's because he said he was tired and was going to take a quick nap.
You know those sofas in the hallway? He likes to sleep on those. It's one of his habits. And what of the evidence he brought?
There were things related to yesterday's case. Just two items. A gun and a pendant.
Interesting. This piece of testimony seems too crucial to let slip through the cracks.
Indeed it does, doesn't it? He brought me two items. A gun and a pendant that are related to yesterday's case. Wait, hold on. Except, on the note, it said, he brought 3 pieces of evidence. Did you forget about that third piece? What was it, I wonder? What was that third piece, I wonder?
Only 2 pieces. I believe the proper phrase here is you fail. Excuse me? You fail as a prosecutor, Mr. Portsman, as you intend to keep evidence hidden from me.
Pursuit lying coldly! Ooh. I'm sorry, I can't help it. It's so good! How they remastered this music is beautiful. Beautiful! Mwah, chef's kiss. Sorry, I can't help it! I'll focus.
What are you talking about? I haven't hidden anything from you.
Oh, I can't help it. It's so good.
Well, here's a piece I think you should read. Carefully.
Ah! It says that Mr. Fate was bringing in 3 pieces.
Yes, and this is the victim's real dying message to you, Mr. Portsman. I can't believe! To get tripped up by simple arithmetic! Where is the missing piece of evidence? It's... You have it, don't you? Only the guilty would make a face. Detective Gumshoe. You don't have to say it, sir. I'll pat the guy down from head to toe. What? Don't come any closer! I'm warning you! This is all part of the investigation, pal. So don't even think about stopping me.
I miss Gumshoe. I want Gumshoe to come back in more games.
No! Hey, what's this? He had this on him, sir.
Telling the Truth, 2009.
Despite what you said, it would appear that you do have something to hide. But why would he hide something like that? There's only one reason why anyone would hide evidence of this caliber. Because it would unequivocally point to that person himself being the real killer. Let's examine this videotape in a little more detail. For the section of the tape that will drive the last nail into his coffin.
Ooh. Oh, by the way, this name, KG8 incident? Remember that for later. That'll be important. Remember that. That name will be important later.
The KG8 is... That's a police case number. That's a police case number, sir. Does that mean this video is evidence from that case? Interesting. However, what's recorded on this isn't what's important right now. Let's give the casing a thorough once-over.
And look what's on the back.
Ah! That's blood, isn't it? Yes, and I believe this is what the good prosecutor was trying to hide from us. This blood is still fresh. You mean this might be Detective Faith's blood? No! You got it all wrong! No amount of denial can save you. We are about to run a blood test to find the truth. You told us that you had received evidence from the victim earlier. Now you will tell us when and how did the victim's blood find its way onto this video.
Yeah, it's totally suspicious.
Was it at the moment of his death? Did Detective Faith have this videotape on his persona when he killed him? You know very well there's no way to prove that. Not even if we were to examine this tape for fingerprints.
Ah! Yeah, that is called a video cassette tape. Yes.
If I had to take a guess, I'd say that the only ones on here would belong to the murderous you and Mr. Faith. No, impossible!
He ate it. He got so nervous he ate his own medal. Oh, jeez. Alright. March 14th, 5:47 a.m. High Prosecutor's Offices, room 1202.
Mr. Portsman has been placed under arrest for the murder of Detective Buddy Faith, sir. Very good. And the results we got back from the lab techs on the tape turned out to be real solid, sir. The blood work came back and it was definitely Mr. Faith's blood on there. And as a bonus, they were also able to lift a few of Mr. Faith's fingerprints as well.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Edgeworth. I still can't believe I got to see your cool deduction skills outside the courtroom. I'm impressed beyond words, sir.
It was nothing. I'm just sorry you got caught up in a murder in my office. Please accept my apologies.
Gentlemen. Aw, it was nothing. Really. Compared to what I've been through, I mean. I consider myself lucky that it was only a burglary and a murder this time, sir. If it had been a hold-up or a hostage situation, I'd have thrown my hands up in the air. I think I'm finally rising up from a goddess of misfortune to just an unlucky person.
Something tells me we should have hired a different person for security detail. You know something, sir? Mr. Portsman really was one corrupt prosecutor. And why would you say he was corrupt? Well, I heard that there were a number of suspicious things related to his court cases. There's even rumors about how some of the evidence he uses is forged, sir. Forged evidence, huh? And they say he even decided not to prosecute a few cases for some really vague reasons.
Oh, that guy was a complete disgrace to the entire profession.
We never did get around to asking what his reason was for breaking into my office. Yeah, whenever we got near that topic, he just clammed up. Although, we can be pretty certain that it was to steal something. This is just between you and me, sir, but there's a rumor that some sort of huge organization is involved behind the scenes. Oh? Well, well. With Mr. Portsman not willing to divulge anything, it certainly lends credence to that rumor. It would seem that we haven't heard the last of this. Huh? Then Mr. Portsman isn't the bad guy? I didn't say that, but rather, there are still many more mysteries for us to solve.
And that's what we like.
For example, we still haven't figured out the significance of this piece of evidence.
The file. How about the file that was stolen? I wonder why it was taken in the first place.
Take that!
The person who stole this file. The other villain of the night. Yeah, I wonder who that was. And what happened to the stolen pages? I wonder, who in the world was it that held me up at gunpoint? Mr. Edgeworth, sir! Yes? I came across this while I was processing your office earlier, sir. This card.
Whoa! That's a calling card, ain't it? That's a calling card. Hey, remember this, chat. Remember this as well.
What is it, sir? Is it a bird or something on there? It's not just any bird. It's the mark of the raven. A three-legged raven. Even you should know what this is, Detective. Oh, it's about that thing, isn't it? The great thief everyone's talking about. Yes. It is the mark of the great thief Yatagarasu.
Yep. Remember that name.
Under the mark of the legendary bird, the Yatagarasu is noble to the end, a modern Robin Hood. Labeled mysterious and phantom-like, the Yatagarasu appears and vanishes at will. Though we do not know much about this thief's ultimate goal, we do know the targets. The Yatagarasu likes to find and make public evidence of corrupt dealings of all sorts. The theft is always performed in silence, and always with perfection. Once a target is chosen, no dramatic calling card or announcement is set forth. Instead, the chosen corporation is infiltrated without even the target noticing. Some days later, the evidence that was found is sent out to the mass media, along with this single card. Although it has been a while since the Yatagarasu's last appearance. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth! Look, something's written on the back! What? Let me see. It's a location of where the thief put the stolen files! But the person who stole the contents of the file was the Yatagarasu. Yatagarasu. Organization. Quite a few key words are popping up in this mystery. The murder in my office. The return of the great thief Yatagarasu. Looking back, I can't say I didn't see these events coming. But they were heralded by the incidents that began to occur 2 days ago.
The end. That's case 1 completed. Turnabout visitor complete. Alright. Oh! Frog Owls, who we had on stream. Alright, and we'll be beginning episode 2, Turnabout Airlines. Okay. Now, just for a quick, like, timeline thing, as Edgeworth just said, Turnabout Airlines technically takes place 2 days before, Turnabout Visitor. So, meaning this case technically takes place before the first one. Just so you know. I believe, yeah, Miles had mentioned that in the story as well. Yeah, kind of flashback case. Trucy Wright. Hold on. Trucy Wright, who we will meet later on. Precious Bean. The Precious Bean. Yep, prepare for nuttiness indeed. Lots and lots of nuttiness. Wait, it's an airplane case? Yes, it is. Alright. Turnabout Airlines, here we go. Oh! And whose silhouette is that, I wonder? I wonder if we're meeting someone special in this case. I wonder. Let's start the episode.
The murder that occurred in my office. The return of the great thief Yadagarasu. Thinking back, everything began on that fateful day 2 days ago.
2 days earlier. Ah!
Yes, everything began high up in the air, 9,000 feet in the air to be precise.
Thank you for flying Go
Hello there.
Airlines. We are currently experiencing some slight turbulence. We are asking all passengers to please return to their seats and fasten their seatbelts. Hey, Panhead, welcome in. Well, that's a start with Edgeworth on the floor. Oh gosh. March 12th, 6:13 a.m. Flight G390. First floor lounge. Ooh, jeez. Careful there, buddy. Careful, buddy. Slow down a bit. Don't rush yourself. Well, it's good to see you, Panhead. Thanks for stopping in and saying hi. Appreciate it. Is that an elevator? Yes, it is an elevator.
Why do I feel like I just woke up from a horrible nightmare? 6:13, huh? I guess I was out cold for about 10 minutes. Ha! Slight turbulence indeed.
Why would there be an elevator in an airplane? Well, nice, Panhead. Glad to hear it.
I suppose turbulence is to be expected on a flight. Though admittedly, I'm less than comfortable with anything resembling earthquakes.
Considering he has a respectably understandable fear of earthquakes, yeah. Ooh.
What's this? A travel wallet? But it's not mine. How did someone else's travel wallet wind up in my pocket? My head. Why won't this headache go away? I'll take care of this travel wallet later, or hand it off to an attendant. From earthquake-like turbulence to an elevator. What am I doing hesitating?
You have a decent fear of both, okay? Of both elevators and earthquakes. It's completely fine. It's completely natural. Thanks, Panhead. Thank you for stopping by.
Actually, I know full well why I hesitate. It was when I was still but a young child. I was caught up in a murder that happened in an elevator.
Yep.
But how long am I going to let my past haunt me? It's just an elevator. I'm a grown man now. I need to behave like one.
Trauma is trauma, buddy. You can't help that. Murder in an elevator! Oh, that ain't gonna help the trauma at all.
What the? What in the world happened?
Is there something wrong, sir? I must ask that you please return to your seat. He's dead!
Please calm down. You mustn't jump to conclusions without all the facts. What's wrong? Did something happen?
You murderer!
What? No, you have it all wrong. It wasn't me.
Oh, great. Well. Oh, boy. And now Edgeworth's being accused of being the murderer. Lovely. Just what we needed. Everyone, I am sorry to interrupt, but I have an important announcement. I am one of your flight attendants today, Rhoda Tenero. Unfortunately, we have just had a minor accident on this flight.
An accident? Don't treat us like we're stupid. I caught a glimpse and it was a murder. Well, what? Murder? What's going on this flight?
Everyone, please calm down. There's no reason to panic. This flight will stay on course and make its scheduled landing. We are still currently in the middle of a rough patch of turbulence. So until we are out of this area of turbulence, I ask that you please remain seated.
But someone was killed, right? I mean, what about the killer? Let me off!
Please, there is no need to feel threatened. We have already apprehended the culprit. Uh-huh. Sure. Oh, that face! That face! That was a face of pure anger.
I ask that everyone please remain calm. What the heck is he talking about? Why should we remain calm? My name is Miles Edgeworth. I am a prosecutor, and I assure you that I am not the killer. Being a prosecutor doesn't make you incapable of murder, buddy. Now you listen here, I am not the killer. I simply found the body.
So you say. However, I am sure that you are the perpetrator of this crime. I swear on my honor as a professional flight attendant.
Oh, is that right?
I know what I saw. And there's even very strong incriminating evidence to back me up. Huh. Strong incriminating evidence, huh? Well, care to back that up?
What kind of incriminating evidence is she talking about?
You've already alerted the proper authorities at our destination. Until we land, you will remain in our custody by the powers vested in our captain. I'm very sorry, but please understand our situation.
The situation? I'm the one more concerned with mine and the direction it's going in. I'm not about to just sit idly by while I get accused of murder. Miss Tenero, is it?
Yes?
I was wondering if you might give me a chance.
A chance? To do what?
A chance to plead my case. And a chance to ask what you meant by incriminating evidence just now. You accuse a passenger of such a grave crime without allowing him to give a proper defense. And the professional flight attendant inside you really call this action righteous. You have a point. Very well. I'll listen to what you have to say. But be wary of what you reveal. I'm afraid you'll only look even more suspicious if your explanation fails to satisfy. I also do not have the time to deal with you all day, so please make it quick. Of course, as you wish. Good. Very well then. Let's get started.
Indeed, logic time.
I know for a fact that I didn't kill that man in the elevator. What I don't know is what sort of evidence she has up her sleeve. But I'm certain it doesn't fit with how the crime really occurred.
Boy. It's about that time. Let's see.
I swear to tell the whole truth as a professional flight attendant. Unfortunately for you, Mr. Edgeworth, I am certain you are the killer. The scene I saw in front of the elevator. It was you standing there with fresh blood dripping off of the murder weapon. So if you would please cooperate, we'll turn you over just as soon as we land.
Murder weapon?
That's it? That's her evidence? I don't think you could ask for a more perfect witness testimony. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? Not really. It's hardly perfect when there's a gaping hole in it.
Yeah. A pretty big gaping hole. Uh-huh. Considering what Edgeworth was holding was not a murder weapon, but a travel wallet. And I don't think a thing such as a travel wallet can really be used as a murder weapon unless there's something, like, you know, solid enough inside it that it could actually hurt somebody. You know what I mean? Also, I love how he stooped over given he's in cuffs for anyone who didn't see it. Brilliant animation, isn't it?
Objection!
Brilliant.
Miss Tenero.
But what is with the yelling all of a sudden?
Force of habit. Well, it doesn't matter. Miss Tenero. Say you saw the murder weapon dripping with blood. Is that correct?
Yes. All that blood. Drip, drip. Just recalling that scene sends a chill down my spine.
Sorry, but your so-called professional flight attendant training has failed you.
What?
I'd like to direct your attention to this. Do you know what this is?
It's a travel wallet, right? But it looks a little big and bulky.
The thing you saw me holding when I discovered the dead body in the elevator was this very travel wallet, Miss Tenero.
What? Impossible!
Now then, do you still think I am the killer? That I killed him with a travel wallet?
I saw blood dripping from the wallet. I know I did.
As you can see, this wallet is clearly stained. But if you would be so kind as to take a whiff, I think you would agree it's only grape juice.
Then...
That's right. You mistook grape juice for blood. The murder weapon dripping with blood does not, in fact, exist.
No!
There, that should clear up the pesky accusation.
Or not. But wait just a sec. That is... I mean, even a wallet could be deadly if it was wrapped around something heavy. I demand that you show me what's inside, please.
She's trembling, and the tacked on please at the end. Sounds like I've got her. There's no need to look inside, even if you can tell from its appearance that it's light.
No, I can't be sure of anything until I see the contents of that wallet for myself.
He's a persistent one. I suppose we have no choice but to see what's inside. Miss Tenero, if you would be so kind as to open the wallet and check its contents for me.
All right. I usually don't pry into passengers' belongings, but we have no choice here. Let's examine this travel wallet.
Grape juice stains on the outer cover. True, it was I who dropped it in the juice. However, I didn't do it out of ill intention.
I didn't mean to do that again. There we go.
It seems that this passport is all that's in here. As you saw, there is nothing but a passport inside.
Kit Kat brand travel wallet. Oh my gosh.
This renders your wallet was the murder weapon argument moot. Wouldn't you agree?
Please, hear me out, Mr. Edgeworth.
What is it now?
Well, I was wondering, whose passport is it exactly? Can I take a look?
Why not? I'm rather curious myself. This is...
Just as I thought. This travel wallet belonged to Mr. Ackby Hicks, which makes it the victim's property. Oh boy. I don't know how that changes anything. It seems Japanese judicial system, which Ace Attorney is based on, doesn't have innocent until proven guilty like we do in America. People are arrested for harmony community. Yep. Yeah, they are. You stole the victim's wallet, didn't you?
How dare you?
You said it yourself. You claimed to be holding this wallet in your hands when I found you. Perhaps I did misconstrue the wallet for the murder weapon. It seems that I wasn't wrong about who the culprit is. Oh, jeez. As you claimed, the murder weapon is not the travel wallet. However, it is something you stole from Mr. Hicks after you were done with the vile deed. I find it hard to believe myself, but your motive was very simple. You were out to steal Mr. Hicks' money, weren't you? He's a prosecutor. He's paid a good salary. Why on earth would he steal anything?
So even though I didn't have the murder weapon on me, you still suspect me, I see.
You stood up at the crime scene with the victim's wallet in your hands. How can I turn a blind eye and not suspect you of foul play? You realize he was knocked out on the floor, right? If you had come in like a minute earlier, you would have seen he was knocked out on the floor. Goodness gracious. The fact that it's all a matter of timing in this case. The fact that she showed up when she did specifically is the only reason that Edgeworth is really even like suspicious. He is even, you know. Oh, and the fact that Edgeworth stole his money? No, not quite. I mean, look at all the money that's all around the floor. If he was really after his money, then why would there be money and coins all over the floor? Not sure about that one.
Objection!
I wonder if I might get a word in, Mr. Nero.
What is it now?
Mr. Nero, I wonder if you noticed the contradiction within your own testimony.
What are you talking about?
It's simply impossible that the motive for this murder was monetary theft. One glance at the crime scene should have told you that. What about this scene would prove that the motive for the murder was not the money?
How about the money that's on the floor?
If I may direct your attention to the things strewn all over the floor.
Ah!
That's right. The floor is covered in bills and coinage. By your rationale, these were the very things the killer was after.
Ah!
I think we can assume that the wallet fell during the victim's struggle with his killer. And I would think that the killer would have noticed something like money scattering everywhere. Furthermore, as you can see, there was no effort made by the killer to gather the money.
But the wallet.
Objection!
Ah, yes, the wallet. You will also recall that the only thing in was Mr. Hicks's passport.
Ah!
If you are really insisting that it was a crime based on greed, then you are claiming that it was all for an empty travel wallet.
Forgive me! Please!
Hey, what the heck? Are you saying the attendant's wrong? So that guy isn't the killer? Huh. Don't believe it, everyone. It's a trick. Will you all please be quiet? Miss Tenero,
Yes?
lost your cool when you saw the dead body. Plus, the lounge was dark, and looking into the light from the elevator, it's easy to see how you mistook the wallet and my hat for the murder weapon. I take no offense that you thought I was the killer.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Thank you for releasing me.
Why steal money? Prosecutors make at least 10,788,345 yen, about 72,070 US dollars. That's just one example. Oh boy. Yeah, why would he need to steal the money? And I have no idea what he just said.
Well, what is it now?
Yeah, nope. No way I'm figuring out how to say that one.
Miss Tenero, if you could please translate, I'd be much obliged.
It sounds like Virginian, but I don't understand any of it. There's another attendant on this flight who...
I said that he's giving the runabout.
Oh, so he speaks English.
I don't require an interpreter. I speak English just as well, see? You, the attendant.
Yes, sir.
I want this person to be under the arrest until we arrive at the airport.
How about no?
I'm sorry, sir, but what exactly are you hoping for? What is it you want? I am finished talking to the likes of you. Please, I would like to hear why you would like me to be held under arrest until we land. Oh, how dare you waste my time? You were the one who stuck your nose into my affairs.
That is true. You were the one being a nimnose.
I wanted to spend even at least one more second with my precious art. I have no time for other things. I know what you are. I see through you. Insolvent. Yes, I'm sure that's how you say it in English. Well, I should hope I'm not monetarily bankrupt. But I don't think that's what you meant.
Dang. Can we talk about the poster in the background? Oh my gosh, you mean this one up here? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yikes. Yeah, it's so red in this. Yeah, it was not that red in. It was not red in the original game. I love it.
I'm sorry, but I don't think I got your name. I am Zinc LeBlanc II. I am a very wealthy man in Virginia. But I am not an ordinarily rich man. I am an art dealer, a rich seller of beauty.
Mr. LeBlanc, what did you mean just now?
Pardon?
When you said Mr. Edgeworth is giving me the runabout.
I have to explain? Unbelievable. I will say it once and only once. I do not have even a second to waste. Time is money, as they say. Yes, and yet you continue to blather on. I saw it. Yes, I did. I saw the victim go onto the elevator, going down to the lounge. It was exactly at 6 o'clock.
And what's the significance of that time?
At 6, he says. Wait, you saw him at 6?
Ah! What's the matter, Mr. Edgeworth?
He understands, I see. Miss Attendant, what time did you discover the body?
Well, it was a little after that patch of turbulence. I would say around 6:15. Ah!
Hicks was his name, was it? When I say that man Hicks was killed in the 15-minute time span.
Alright, Jerem, thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Stay sharp.
And the only person in the lounge at that time was this prosecutor, yes? Yeah, I was in my seat the whole time. Me too. I was watching a movie and enjoying a fine glass of grape juice.
No, I was still eating. Haven't finished yet, see?
The other passengers have an alibi, so you have no problem with them, I suppose. No compliant, I see. Not a single word against this, right? I have no way of discounting what you have put forth at this point, but it wasn't me. Oh? So you say, but what do you have? What do you say? The evidence?
Mr. Edgeworth, are you really the culprit after all?
Mr. LeBlanc, I suppose you are quite certain in what you saw. Enough to give testimony? Of course! I was looking at the man the whole time. He was playing with that annoying little, small machine the whole time. Machine? Yes, that's what you people call it in English, yes? It was making me crazy with the click, click, click. From that description, it sounds like some sort of small computer.
I believe what Mr. LeBlanc is talking about is a cell phone. I have to say I did see him playing with it quite a bit myself.
A simple cell phone. A laptop or an organizer I could see, but that's kind of low budget. I hate that noisy little machine in his hand. Not a fragment of beauty. All it produces is ugly sounds. Anyway, I know what I saw. Miss Tenero,
Yes?
I was wondering if I might be granted permission to examine the crime scene.
What? You want to examine the crime scene?
If you would grant me a little measure of time, I'm sure I can produce the real culprit. I don't like the sound of that. Fox in the duck pen. Yes, I think that's how you say it in English. It's fox guarding the hen house. And I believe my innocence was proven earlier. And if I'm given the chance, I can clear up all the remaining doubts. Miss De Niro, if you wait until we arrive, there is a good chance that some evidence will have been destroyed by then.
I understand. Let me see what the captain has to say.
Ah! This should not be approved.
Please, Mr. LeBlanc. In an emergency, all decisions are to be made by the captain alone. Now please, wait here while I go ask the captain what to do. I'll be right back.
You are not planning to erase evidence when you are doing your investigation, yes? Of course not. We will see.
Mr. Edgeworth, you have the captain's permission to investigate the crime scene.
What? Unbelievable! I am in your debt, Miss Tenero.
However, there is one condition. I am to supervise you. Can you agree to that?
Of course. I see no problem with that stipulation. It's only natural, as I am still a suspect in this case.
See, Edgeworth is reasonable. Reasonable. For some history, kids, a cell phone was like a normal phone, but it had buttons, and all you could do was call and text. I know what a cell phone is. I know what a flip phone is. I used to play around with my mom and dad's old ones before smartphones were really a thing. I take full responsibility and will watch Mr. Edgeworth's every move. I hope this is reassurance enough. There will be no foul play. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, shall we proceed? If you should need my help with anything, please feel free to use T to talk.
It's time to head to the scene of the crime. The first floor lounge.
All right. This way. I never had flip phones, but I did have a slide phone. Oh, I remember those too.
I want to thank you for your help back there, Miss Tenero.
It was nothing. You should thank the captain for granting you permission. And just so everything is perfectly clear, I still don't trust you. Your standing with me hasn't changed one iota.
I see. I will bear that in mind.
I received an order from the captain earlier. He wanted you to know that we reserve the right to stop your investigation if we feel you are not making progress. And when we do, he asks that you please return to your seat at that time.
So my time runs out at his crew and his crew's discretion, does it? I have to find a way to discredit Mr. LeBlanc's testimony before time's up. I understand. By the way, is there any place you can think of where the killer might hide on board?
I don't think so. After every first-class passenger was accounted for at his or her seat. We made a thorough search of the plane. As for business and economy class, no one can move between those two classes and first class without a staff keycard. And we found no record of a keycard being used at all.
Which means that I have a first-class killer on my hands. At least I know that much for sure. And one other thing. No one else has been allowed near this crime scene since the murder was discovered earlier.
Okay, so no one has had the chance to touch the crime scene either. Which helps.
Now then, let's get started.
But where should we start from?
Let's start with Mr. LeBlanc's statement. The crime scene occurred between 6 a.m. and 6:15 a.m. During that interval, the only person in the lounge was myself, which would make me the prime suspect. However, since I did not kill Mr. Hicks, that means that the killer was around somewhere.
If we're to believe what you say is true, then yes. Weird thing is, whenever I used my slide phone, my coworkers were like, "What is that, bro?" Or, "What's that hand motion you're doing?" Yet they see it as clear as day in my hands. They aren't blind, so they really must not have known what a slide phone was back then. Oh, jeez.
The first order of business will be to gather information to win your trust.
Alright, hold on. Before we go any further, I'm gonna go ahead and save real quick. And, excuse me, I'm gonna take a break real quick. And I will be right back. Don't go anywhere, everybody. I will return shortly in just a couple of minutes. BRB!
You have to start hitting on, not hitting on Clayton. Wow. Apparently my wording is not being appropriate. There we go.
Who's calling me a liar? Is that what you're doing? Ruh-roh!
Ruh-roh? Ruh-roh! Really, Your Honor? Really?
You aren't exactly how I imagined, but that's okay. I'm Jody. What were you imagining me as? A 6-foot-tall, sexy man? I don't know.
Yeah, it's really, really fast. Oh! Did you see shooting stars? I did. Oh! Whoa! Someone clip that, please. Someone clip that. Oh my gosh.
Alright. Now it's time to go cowabunga off the ledge. Cowabunga! Oh, and back into a pit of heartless. There we go. That's it. That's it. We know who it is. It's Stampa. There's no debate. There's no debate. It's Stampa. Everyone agree with me? No debate here? No debate. No! Perfection. No debate. Yes. Yes. Let's go. You heard the chat. Let's go. Stampa it is. Ba-bing. Absolutely. Well now, little Stampa. You be a good kitty now. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so fun. I object! Well, too bad, it's too late. Too late.
Ah! Aria! Earthquake! Earthquake? Earthquake! Wow. Well, that was a shock. Are you okay? I'm fine. Earthquake! Oh my gosh, I bet earthquake. Oh my goodness.
Alright. Battle tutorial. Oh! It's battle music. Yeah!
Yes, kill all the spindle legs with fire. Kill them all. Good morning, Dark. Welcome in. Good to... Excuse you. Well. If you heard that, Chad. I'm sorry, what? Someone got, oh my god. Oh no. What? Saturday, let's go. Oh my gosh, wow. Y'all love that clip so much. I remember the it's like mama. Hey mama in the background. But okay. Alright, anyways, we're back. We are here. We are ready to do some investigation. Before we do that though, I kinda just wanna again appreciate the fact that like literally the animations that they did for the new HD models are so dang good and smooth. It's crazy. It doesn't feel like I'm playing the investigation game for real. No, it just it feels so good. All right. Anyways, let's focus. Also remember when iMac and iPad were brand new. They came out when I was in elementary school. Yeah. They started introducing those when I was in elementary school as well. Yeah.
Once there are sufficient records in the databank, the flow of individuals will link together seemingly independent events.
Thank you for the non-hung line. Appreciate it. Alright. Investigation time.
What floors does this elevator service?
Only the first and second. Although, it can also go down to the cargo hold. However, that requires a flight crew keycard.
The only floors accessible to the passengers are the first and second, huh?
Alright. Inspecting everything. So first, let's take a look at the body.
I wonder what was hanging off of this lanyard. Something's missing from this picture. Now if I could just put my finger on it. I doubt anyone was expecting to find a dead body on an elevator on this flight.
So, Mr. Hicks, he's really dead?
Yes. Trembling. Although I can't fault her for that where there's a corpse right there.
Mr. Hicks, if you're really dead, then please answer yes.
I see she's over the trembling now, although a new symptom seems to have appeared.
Oops!
Anyway, I should focus on the victim's body. Let's see. There's blood on the back of Mr. Hicks's head. Could this be the cause of death? Appears to be struck very hard. Even his glasses are broken. What is this sinister-looking figure on the floor here?
Oh, that's a piggy bank of our company mascot, Captain Hugo. It's one of the many pieces of merchandise we sell at our flight shop. This bank is a limited edition, and it's so popular that we're down to our last one.
You have an in-flight shop?
Yes, it's just beyond the lounge to the right. The shutter to the store is closed at the moment, but it will open the whole... it was open the whole flight up until Mr. Hicks's body was discovered.
Blood on the here. Could this have been the murder weapon?
Perhaps so. He looks like Byakuya. He kind of does look like Byakuya, doesn't it?
Money is strewn all over the floor of the elevator. I would guess it was all in Mr. Hicks's wallet at some point.
That's reasonable.
There's no grape juice residue on the soles of his shoes, making it highly unlikely that Mr. Hicks entered his elevator after the turbulence.
That makes sense. Hold on.
There's something sticking out of his pocket. Hope he won't mind if I take a look at what's inside. It's a picture. It looks like it was taken inside a building somewhere.
I'm not entirely sure, Squid James, to be perfectly honest. I think I've pretty much examined everything that... Wait. Hold on. Wait. Not quite. Let me take a look at the picture. Oh, there is something missing. There's what was on the lanyard. Hold on. Alright, hold on. Is it connected to the picture? Should be. Got it.
Mr. Hicks's machine is nowhere to be found.
His machine? Welcome back, Clone Shock.
His cell phone, Mr. Nero.
Ah, so I guess because it's not here.
Yes, I think we can safely deduce that the killer took it.
Missing cell phone. The victim supposedly had one, but it has gone missing. Did the killer take it? Alright, so that's a new piece of information. Alright.
There's some spilled grape juice in front of the elevator. I assume it was spilled during the turbulence.
Oh, we must clean that up or someone might get hurt.
Aha!
What is it, Mr. Edgeworth?
I found some very important evidence. What is the important piece of evidence in this scene?
How about the clear as day footprints?
Take that!
What is it?
They're a little smudged, but I think we can both agree they're a set of footprints.
So you think...
Yes, these belong to our killer.
Oh, then maybe we should check the shoe sizes of everyone in first class.
I don't think that will be of any help to it. Unfortunately, the prints are too smudged, which will make it hard to get a definitive match.
Oh, I see. It was a good idea, though. It was a good idea.
Glasses and candles thrown into disarray by the turbulence.
It's been a while since I've seen this big of a mess. It's terribly embarrassing, but I thought it was an earthquake for a second. And I frantically started searching for gas valves to shut off.
I guess the shaking of the plane was bad enough to be mistaken for a real earthquake. Not that I would know, since I was unconscious for most of it.
This grand piano is the pride of this plane. It can play the music of whatever CD we insert into its CD drive.
That's not a piano. It's more like an overgrown music box.
Ah, but its keys to press along with the music, as though there really is someone playing it.
People have entirely too much money to waste on overly complex toys.
I have never looked at the piano, so I didn't know that was even a line.
These bottles and glasses must have been broken by the turbulence. There's quite a bit of broken glass here. Please be careful when passing through the area.
Thank you very much for the warning, Mr. Edgeworth. However, no matter how kind you are towards me, know that it does not clear up any suspicions I have about you.
I wasn't warning you for the sake of clearing my name.
See? He's a gentleman.
There are a few copies of Sky Magazine in the magazine rack.
This month's special is an English trivia quiz.
That's not a bad idea. I've heard that the youth of today don't know a particle from a participle.
Now, please don't go around confusing people with made-up words, Mr. Edgeworth. Who's ever heard of such a silly word as a participle? Well, the joke's on you, Taniro. I have.
Case in point.
Well, at least your point was proven there.
What or who is this?
This is a bronze statue of the founder of GoU Airlines, Mr. Hugo Hughes. The one on the left is of when he was in his 40s, and the other is of him when he was in his 80s.
Did the man age at all over those 4 decades? Maybe I need to squint more.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, it doesn't look like he changed very much.
I already checked this area earlier, but it never hurts to take another look.
Well, so I examined that area. The in-flight shop is just beyond these shutters, but we don't have permission to open them, so I'm afraid I must leave them closed.
There must still be clues to be found here in this lounge. I must remain ever vigilant.
Alright, let's keep looking. Hey Beast, welcome in. Good to see you. Hold on, excuse me. This door leads to the flight attendant's room, but please understand that it's off limits to unauthorized personnel.
The room is giving off the scent of women's perfume. One would think that perfume would smell great. However, to me it simply smells. Not that I have any interest in what lies behind this door.
Perhaps we should return to the investigation, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth?
Sorry, I spaced out for a second.
Wow! What was that about, Edgeworth? Just truly spaced out there. How did we... I'm not missing anything, am I? Hold on. Beast, who are we adding on stream?
Counter windows offer a glimpse of the sky, but these clouds tell me nothing.
Mr. Edgeworth? You look like you're talking to the clouds.
That's so. Tell me, what do you suppose I said to them?
I don't know, but it looked like a rather one-sided conversation.
Clouds. They tell me nothing.
I'm sorry. Capcom, you and your references, man. You and your references, man. Oi. Ah. Hold on. Du Xiao Tong. Okay. There we go. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Is there anything else that I'm missing?
A pity that a bronze statue knows not when good drink is filled at his feet.
This is a statue of our founder, Mr. Hugo Hughes, who was a big fan of grape juice. I'm sure he would be thrilled if he knew so much grape juice was here at his feet.
Got a hint of hero worshipping, I detect.
Hero worshipping. Oh, jeez. What am I missing? I feel like I'm missing something. Maybe I need to do some logic. Maybe it's logic time. Oh! I have got one. We can get, connect, the murder weapon with blunt force trauma. Oop. There we go.
A statue with blood on it lying next to the body of a man who was beaten to death.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth. I think I figured something out.
Yes? What is it?
The way the blood is on this, it looks like it matches up with the wound on his head.
Well, aren't we deserving of the master of the obvious type? Well, what do you think, Mr. Edgeworth? Don't you think that's worth investigating? It would appear that this figurine is our murder weapon. Oh, I just knew it. I mean, I can't think of any other connection. Perhaps Master of the Oblivious. More befitting. Alright. Let's see.
Hey, Dawn, welcome in. All right, where was the killer? And the elevator. Yeah.
Oh, there wasn't anyone else in the lounge other than myself right before the turbulence. But if the killer was in the elevator along with the victim, then that was a story.
Oh, that would explain the spilled grape juice in front of the elevator. Let's go!
I have it.
I'm sorry, but I don't understand. We started case 2. So, yes. Man in elevator, been murdered. Edgeworth was the only other person in the lounge at the time, so he's the prime suspect, but currently we're investigating to try to prove otherwise. I'm sorry, but I don't understand, Mr. Edgeworth.
I can prove that someone other than myself was here around the time of the murder.
What? Really?
Yes, it's rather simple, actually. The proof is in the pudding, or rather, the grape juice in this case. But confess to me this very fact, that someone exited the elevator alive. Seeing as how the victim is dead, that would make it mean a second.
But wouldn't the footprints be from Mr. Hicks himself?
Ah, but if you take a look at our victim's shoes, you can see the soles are spotless.
Which means...
Mr. Hicks wasn't alone in the elevator. In fact, it was quite the opposite. There was actually one other person inside the elevator.
There we go.
What's going on over there?
Ah! Huh?
Unforgivable! This is unforgivable! Do you understand what I'm saying? The movie is late!
Hi, LeBlanc.
It's the same level of bad as if the plane arrived late.
But the movie...
What? I will not talk to you anymore. You are just wasting my time.
What is the matter, Mr. LeBlanc? If there is no emergency, please return to your seat, sir.
Do not tell me what to do. I need not to sit down. Well, Mr. Prosecutor, did you prove you are innocent yet? If you would like, I will prove my innocence to you right now. What? Nonsense! Are you saying my eyewitness testimony is mistaken? Not mistaken. Merely that there is room for doubt. I'd be most honored if you could please tell me what you saw in detail once more. Fine! Suit yourself!
Alright. Time for a bit of testimony and rebuttal. We go.
I am certain I saw Mr. Hicks enter that elevator. It was when the needles on my pocket watch pointed to the 6 and the 12. The body was discovered 15 minutes after that in the lounge, yes? And you, the only person in the lounge at that time, must be the criminal. The LeBlanc's conclusion seemed to make logical sense. After all, the only person in the lounge at the supposed time of the murder was me. So, my eyewitness testimony. If you think you can destroy it, then come, let me see. Hurry, do I look like a man who's having the time to wait for you? Why is he so irritated? I'm the one accused of murder here. Anyway, I must find a way to discredit Mr. LeBlanc's account somehow and fast.
Indeed. Yeah, let's knock some of the wind out of LeBlanc. Okay. Let's just make some more sense of this.
Mr. LeBlanc, were you able to get a good look at the inside of the elevator at that time? Of course I saw what was inside. And you are sure that the victim was in the elevator alone? Yes, the only person inside was that Mr. Hicks man. Last outburst is a bit too important to let go.
The only person inside... The only person inside was Mr. Hicks, huh?
Hold it!
Was he really alone? Of course, I will bet even 1 cent. Cheap ante for a cheap customer. That's how you want to play it. I'll happily take your 1 cent. Sure, alright then.
$1 cent bet, please. Indeed. Let me see. Oh? Hold on a minute. Movie. So if it was at 6, wouldn't there have been a movie on? And didn't he mention something about a movie? You sure you're good there, pal? You sure you got everything there?
Objection!
Oh, that wasn't right. That was not right. Oops. That was not right. I have had something there. I was thinking something. I think I may have jumped the gun a bit there. That's alright. Hold on. I think I jumped the gun a bit on that one. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Well, how about these footprints then?
Objection!
How about these footprints here, sir?
Mr. LeBlanc. What is it? There is a very glaring contradiction in your testimony.
Found it!
What do you mean? Please take a look at the area in front of the elevator. There, at the spilled grape juice.
Yes, and will you admit you also spilled it with the blood?
No, it spilled itself during the turbulence. But the interesting thing here is a set of grape juice footprints.
Footprints?
Yes, the ones that lead from within the elevator out into the lounge itself. It's evidence that proves that someone other than Mr. Hicks exited the elevator alive. There must have been another person in the elevator with Mr. Hicks.
Hey, Vanica! Good to see you. Hope you're doing well.
Now then, I'm done playing games. Why don't you tell us the truth?
Can you please translate for us? No way. That's totally impossible. I guess is what he said.
No way, that is totally impossible. I know there was no other person in there. I saw it with my own eyes.
If you want to know what I think, Mr. Edgeworth, I don't think Mr. LeBlanc is lying to us.
I suppose she's right. He doesn't seem to be lying. Then what does it mean? What about this contradiction? Mr. LeBlanc, please just once more, will you recall the details of what you witnessed for me?
Oh, yeah, Megaraku. We know who this is.
I was very upset when Mr. Hicks passed by my seat. I was always checking the time over and over again.
Hi! Hi, Aiden.
I happened to follow that man with my eyes when he passed me, and I saw clearly into the elevator he was entering. But I swear there was no one else inside. No one.
Hey, Zingy! Welcome in as well. Hey, Joshua! Welcome in, everybody. Mr. LeBlanc, if you would please calm down.
What? Dare you two have an issue with my eyewitness testimony?
No, not at all, sir. Please forget I said anything.
Yet again, he doesn't appear to be lying. But I can't let this testimony stand as the truth.
There's something ain't right. Why were you checking the time over and over again?
Why were you so attentive to the time? Because something unforgivable was happening. Come to think of it, you were yelling about something unforgivable earlier. I was giving a complaint to the attendant about the movie starting time. Return me back my time. In money. You understand the point. Movie? Is he talking about the in-flight one that's mentioned in the magazine? A summary of the plot in its start time. Interesting.
Yep. So I was right about the movie time. I just jumped the gun a little bit. Oopsies.
They were supposed to show License to Love, Laugh, Maim, and Murder. I cannot see that movie in my country. You can only see it on international flights. I look forward greatly to that movie. I checked my pocket watch whenever possible so I would not miss it. I even set my pocket watch to the destination time when I came on board. So my watch is not wrong, it matched the schedule. But the movie was still late. Very, very late. Hold it! So pocket watch. I'd like to ask you a little more about that, if that's all right.
That was a la whoops moment for you. Yes, indeed. Now we can present the Sky magazine.
Objection!
What? Apparently not. What are you talking about? Pardon? That's the right evidence. I know that's the right evidence. Huh? Jeez Louise. Oh, I know what I did. I know what I did now. I see. Hold on. Now I remember. Let me check the thing again. All times shown correspond to our departure time zone, not destination time zone. Okay. Now I remember. All right. It's supposed to be presented on this one. This statement.
Objection!
There we go. Jeez.
Mr. LeBlanc, you said this just now in your testimony. I even set my pocket watch to the destination time when I came aboard. Now, if your watch has been set to our destination time zone, it would mean that your watch is displaying the time of our destination. Yes, and the correct time is worth its 6 cents. I would like you to take a look at this. If you believe this Sky magazine, clocks on this flight run in accordance with the time of our departure time zone. Of course, the movie schedule was also created with that in mind. Mr. Nero, for confirmation's sake, what time zone is this flight aligned with right now?
Well, we made a short stop at a transfer point.
That's right. It was in that small Asian country, the Republic of Zhengfa.
But we didn't readjust our onboard clocks at that time. So right now, we are still running on Borginian time.
What? The time difference between Borginia and our destination is 9 hours. In that case, it's only natural that your watch would be out of sync with the schedule. What? Furthermore, with your analog watch set to our destination's time, it would appear to be running 3 hours fast when compared to the flight's onboard clocks. It also changes everything about your testimony. And you can bet 1,000,000 cents on that. In light of this information, it means you saw Mr. Hicks 3 hours prior, at 3 a.m. My 1,000,000 cents! This should clear up all the remaining accusations.
So this basically widens the time frame for the time of death, right?
Yes, because Mr. LeBlanc saw the victim enter the elevator at 3 a.m. It means that the time of death could be anywhere from 3 to 6:15 a.m. The question now is, where was Mr. Hicks during that span of time, and what was he doing?
I've got something to say.
And you are?
Yeah, oh. I'm Cammy Meal. I'm a flight attendant.
And what is it you wish to say?
This chick. Well, I think your story's a little different from how I remember it. What do you mean, Cammy? I saw Mr. Hicks sitting in his seat at 5 a.m., you know.
What? How can you be so sure of the time?
Oh, that's right. He pushed his call button while we were parked at the transfer point.
Ah, the stop we made for refueling and cargo transfer in Zhengfa, correct?
Yes. It was from 4 to 5 a.m. according to our clocks. Oh,
And during that time, did any of the passengers leave, or did any new ones board the flight?
no. Not a single person got off or on in Zhengfa.
What about the flight crew?
The few who were handling the cargo transfer might have temporarily gotten on or off. But eventually everyone, including Cammy and myself, came back on the plane.
So basically I can assume that no one left or got on since our initial takeoff. Interesting, I should keep that in mind.
Yeah, and I answered his call. I can tell you Mr. Ackby Hicks was there in his seat when we took off again at 5 a.m. Alright.
Alright, then that puts the time of murder between 5 and 6:15 a.m.
Okay, now what time did you come down to the lounge, Mr. Edgeworth?
I remember coming down here almost as soon as we left the Republic of Zhengfa. Ah!
Oh, Jesus. And it comes full circle! Of course it does! Hey, Mobius!
You were here the whole time from 5, yes? Then you are the only one who could be the killer!
Mr. Edgeworth, were you really here in this lounge the entire time from 5 a.m. onwards?
Unfortunately, yes.
But then how do we explain the footprints?
Is not that obvious? This man waited for Mr. Hicks here in this lounge. Waited to kill him. And then he put the corpse into the elevator. That is when the turbulence happened. My eyewitness testimony may have been mistaken, but what time I saw Mr. Hicks enter the elevator on the second floor does not matter. Because the entire incident concluded here in this lounge. Everything happened in this lounge. Is that what you really believe, Mr. LeBlanc? Well, do you have another idea? I simply feel that there is something out of place in the scenario you presented. Is there something that can tie this crime to a location other than the lounge?
The piggy bank! Of course!
Take that!
The murder weapon. This little piggy bank is sold at the in-flight shop. It is sold there and only there, and it's not displayed here in this lounge. How then did it find its way here? Don't you find that a tiny bit suspicious? Such a trivial point. It only means you prepared it, taking it from the shop first before coming here. It doesn't prove you are innocent at all. Is there no way to win with this man?
If I may,
What is it?
you see, well, it's just as Mr. Edgeworth says.
Oh? And why do you know this so well?
Well, it's just that piggy bank was there in the shop. I saw it with my own eyes.
And when was this?
It was maybe around 5:40 a.m.
Isn't that just before we hit that patch of turbulence?
That's right.
You were in the shop just before the turbulence?
Yes, I was.
Come to think of it. Mr. Nero, when I found the body, I believe you came out of that door.
Yes, I did.
And what is beyond that door?
That's the flight attendant's room.
Then, you were on the first floor?
Yes. I had to do something at the shop and in the flight attendant's room. So I went to the shop first and then to the flight attendant's room.
Are you saying you passed by me at some point?
Yes. You seemed really into the issue of Sky magazine you were reading at the time. I don't suppose you noticed me walking by.
I vaguely recall someone walking by, but I didn't take notice of who it was.
Anyway, the piggy bank was definitely there at the shop when I went there.
Why did you go to the shop in the first place?
I went there for a work-related matter.
Work, you say?
Yes. The upkeep of the shop is also one of my responsibilities.
Why did you not say anything about that until now is what I want to know. In any case, I believe it's clear that the shop needs to be investigated as well.
Shall we head over there then?
Oh, what is it now?
Aren't you forgetting something, Miss Rhoda? Don't you need the captain's permission to check the shop? No, I haven't forgotten. But I have already asked him for permission to search the entire plane. So I think we're all right. Huh? That's weird.
What is?
Well, I just talked to the captain, see? And he said that he didn't give you permission to do anything like that at all.
What? What is the meaning of this, Miss Tenero?
It means she's lying. Go on, admit that you are. You said you had permission to search all over, but you don't. And yet here you are.
You flight attendant! What are you trying to do? Pull the sheep over us?
Captain's calling for you, Miss Rhoda. Oh, but don't worry. I already got permission to search the shop from the captain. See, unlike you, I do things the right way.
Miss Tenero, why would you do such a thing?
Excuse me. Looks like I get to be in charge now. Please go back to your seat, Mr. LeBlanc. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth. If you would follow me, I will be your guide from now on.
There's something about Miss Tenero that has piqued my curiosity. But right now, investigating the in-flight shop is my top priority.
Alright. Now we're stuck with, Hammy Meal. Ugh. Yikes. Yeah, I don't like her. At all.
So this is the in-flight shop. Quite a mess in here.
You think? Guess I'll have to clean things up then.
Hold on. You can't clean up a potential crime scene.
Oh, thank goodness. I hate cleaning so much.
I mustn't rush things here. I must remain cool, calm, and collected. Because this piggy bank was left at the crime scene.
Yeah, we're stuck with Miss Sleepyhead.
There is a very good chance that the killer had paid this place a visit.
Alright. Stuff all over the floor here.
Inside this display case, a row of lifesavers and life vests for sale.
We sell a lot of those when there's some kind of accident or something. But some people buy them even when nothing's going on. How about it, Mr. Edgeworth? Care to buy one?
I sense that this shop is one shopper away from being sued. Yikes. Stuffed toys, just like the one Miss Meal is holding, are on display here. They're relatively cheap, which explains why they're displayed so haphazardly.
How about it, Mr. Edgeworth? You know you want one too. They're great for when you're stressed.
Why do I envision stuffed animal abuse when she says that?
That's fair.
What are these?
I'm as cool as cardboard right now, but inside, woohoo! Okay, me breath. I need to calm down. I know. I know.
What are these?
Oh, those are our company's completely original line of suitcases. They're practically flying out the door. That's how popular they are. You should buy one and see how you like it. You won't regret it.
Perhaps that's how things work on this flight, but in the real world, you try, then buy.
No way. But either way, it doesn't really matter.
True. Either way, why would anyone buy a suitcase after they boarded the plane?
Anyway, see that? Just look at all the Captain Yugo heads painted on there. Cute company mascot, isn't he? Painted on with a lot of care. Doesn't he look like he's about to jump out at you?
It's certainly making something jump inside my stomach.
It definitely looks, interesting. That's for sure. Huh? Oh, guess there's no fooling your refined taste. You look like you really wanted to get one. And I thought I was going to finally make my first sale, but you saw right through it. That's done, though. Never make me try to give you a sales pitch ever again, okay?
I never showed any interest in it to begin with.
It really is pretty horrible, isn't it? You want to know something? This suitcase was designed by Miss Rhoda.
Did Cinero design this?
Yeah, it was a company-wide contest.
Well, it does have a very sharp design sense.
Ha! Sharp. Like stinky sharp cheddar, maybe. I really have no idea why the bigwigs decided to go with it. It's so... ugh.
Miss Cinero designed this, didn't he? It's definitely not what I would have expected. Ah!
You okay?
I'm fine. Please watch yourself, Miss Meal. Letting a suitcase freely roll around has gotta be a safety violation.
Yikes. Here, I'll put it back. Suitcases are attacking, indeed.
The glass from this display case doors is shattered all over the floor. And it looks like there's nothing on display inside either. Wait, actually, I think there is something. What's this? A mini captain's hat.
Someone put a stopper under those. I know, right?
Beautiful flowers in a beautiful arrangement. I feel cleansed just by looking at them.
Well, you're kind of stepping on a few of them, you know, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh, excuse me.
You're stepping on one too, you know, Cammy. Just so you know. Wait, hold on. You don't think... maybe... Ha-ha! Of course!
The hat probably used to be on the piggy bank's head. Let's give it a go and see. I believe this piggy bank was forcibly removed from this display case. Mean that the killer broke the glass to get it?
Side note, LeBlanc's encounter feels like reference or at least a callback to the very first case Phoenix took on. 3-hour to 9-hour time difference, just like back then. Oh, I didn't even think about that. That's true. That's very true, actually. Eh? Really?
Don't tell me you don't know what things go where in this shop.
Well, I don't. Miss Rhoda's in charge of this place. But come on, how should I know anything?
I sense that further inspection of this display case is needed.
Well, indeed, I would say so. Alright, let's examine the...
The glass on this door is broken. Perhaps it was the killer who broke it in order to take the piggy bank. But it's a bit odd that the inside of the case is so devoid of glass shards. Plus, the glass broke rather cleanly.
Ah!
Oh, what is it?
I touched the glass and it cut my finger. It hurts, Mr. Edgeworth, it hurts!
Please tell me you can deal with such a minor cut on your own.
Yikes. Wow! Toto, who we adding? You think? Got it. Got it. Kazuto, lower left. Ah, Kirito, hold on. Chotto matte da. Oop. Oop. There we go.
There is definitely something very unusual about this.
About what?
If the killer had broken the glass to get at the Captain Yugo bank, there should be shards of glass inside the case itself.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I guess it'd be like that.
However, there's not a single piece of glass inside the display case.
Nope. No, there isn't.
Which means that the glass was broken from the inside out. The piggy bank must have fallen over from the turbulence and right through the glass.
Yeah, that's for sure. There's so much glass all over the floor.
I'm willing to bet that this hat was knocked off its head at that time too.
Eh? That's nice.
Which leads me to believe that the killer took the Captain Yugo bank from here after the turbulence.
Alright.
Take your power naps on your own time, Miss Meal, and listen when I'm talking.
Ah!
But the murder occurred before the turbulence, which rules this piggy bank out as the murder weapon.
So you mean the bank's not the real murder weapon? It's a fake?
Yes. At this point, that is a very real possibility.
Well, her name is Cammy Meal. Chamomile? You know, the tea that makes you sleepy? Right? I'll see myself out now. They broke the glass by accident?
The display case is locked, so that's highly unlikely.
Yeah, but there's one person who could have.
Oh? And who'd that be?
Miss Rhoda, of course. I mean, she's the one in charge of this place, so she has the keys to everything.
Miss Rhoda Tenero, huh?
Would that explain the suitcase? Ha, that's fair. Indeed, indeed.
Yes, there is definitely something wrong here.
What's with the sudden yelling?
Tell me, Miss Meal, don't you think there's something strange about these suitcases?
Oh, sure. They totally ooze strange, like that color and such.
That's not what I'm talking about. Now pay attention.
Ah! You're scaring me, Mr. Edgeworth.
Sorry. These suitcases are lined up a bit too prim and proper.
Yeah, they look a bit uptight, don't they? But I guess they take after their creator.
Again, that's not what I meant, Miss Meal. Don't you find it unusual that these cases are the only things undisturbed by the turbulence? Never mind. I'd sooner find an answer by inspecting these suitcases myself. Upon closer inspection, really are quite hideous.
I wonder how Miss Rhoda would have reacted if she heard what you just said. What's wrong?
She makes a good point. Be wise of me to watch what I say out loud. What's this? I've spotted something that's not quite right. What is so unusual about this suitcase?
What's unusual? Well, how about the fact that there's no stopper?
Take that!
There's something very peculiar about these wheels.
Huh? As in?
As in, there are no stoppers in place on them. Without stoppers, one would think that the turbulence would have sent it flying.
Let me guess, Kyoto. Asuna? Yep, just like I thought. There we go. Alright.
And so, it is very likely that this suitcase was placed here after we hit that turbulence. Let's take a closer look at it, shall we?
Let's open it up. Oh! Oh gosh! In the HD, the faces are terrible! Oh gosh! The HD makes it worse! Oh gosh! Ooh! Ooh! Oh! Can't say I find that appealing. At all. Ugh!
This was apparently designed by Miss Teniro herself. The design has a certain je ne sais quoi about it. Yes, perhaps that is the best way to put it.
Maybe that's the nicest thing to say. No, but I can find one, Kyoto.
It would appear to be unlocked. Let's take a look at what's inside. A piece of cloth. And it's soaked with blood.
Ah! It's blood!
It appears that this suitcase, very strongly tied to our murder after all.
Oh boy. So explain this to me. What does this suitcase have to do with the murder?
I believe it's pretty safe to say that the killer used this suitcase in some manner. Such as to move something, perhaps?
But aren't you just talking about the cloth then?
That alone is too small. A larger item would be needed to move what I'm thinking. The thing I believe the killer used this suitcase to transport is...
The body. The suitcase was used to transport the body. So let's present the crime scene notes.
Take that!
something that would fit inside a suitcase that is also covered in blood. Sounds like a dead body, doesn't it?
Bloody cloth data jotted down. But...
In light of this, I'd say that Mr. Hicks was moved into the elevator from someplace else. Means that the murder was committed in an entirely different location.
So you're saying that after moving the body into the elevator, the killer brought the suitcase in here and just left it?
Exactly. What is it?
Nothing. Just that I was thinking about what Miss Rhoda said about coming here for something.
Huh.
Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth. I wanted to give you a bit more time, but I'm afraid I wasn't able to convince the captain. I'm very sorry, Mr. Edgeworth, but the captain feels he has allowed you ample time. He says that he'd appreciate it if you could wrap it up here and return to your seat.
I understand his sentiments. However, if I'm not allowed to complete my investigation, the crime scene may become contaminated by the time we land. If I must stop, then I insist I be allowed to oversee the preservation of the two sites. Under your
I'm thirsty.
If that's your only condition, then I believe we can accommodate your wishes. Thank you for the hydrate. I'm here to assist you in any way that I can, Mr. Edgeworth. Sounds like fun. We can camp out and watch over everything together.
I found proof that the real crime scene is not in the lounge, and I have enough evidence to prove myself to be innocent of any wrongdoing. And yet, regarding what Miss Neal reminded me about Miss Tenero, I can't allow my investigation to end here. The truth must come to light.
Be continued. Dun dun dun! And that is a great place to stop. That is like that was like a great timing place to stop for today. Holy moly. The question now is, where did the murder happen? I know, right? I'm very happy that we got as far as we did. Turnabout Airlines is a very interesting case as well. Alrighty. Thank you so much for coming in, everybody, and I hope that you all enjoyed today's stream. Let's go ahead and find somebody to raid today before we head off. I'm still stuck in this second case. Not gonna lie, this is tough. It is tough! I have told you, it is tough. Alright, let's see. Who can we raid today? Let's see. Who is live that we can raid? Ooh, hold on. Let me see. Ooh. Pika Chica is live. We haven't raided her in a little while. Meanwhile, Edge gets to spend time with two beautiful ladies. Yeah, not really. Charlotte ain't gonna be happy about that. Anyways. Go ahead and raid our friend Pika Chica. It's been a little bit since we've gotten to raid her. If you are headed over to the raid, which you please should to support our lovely friend, Miss Pika Chica, please type Shadesley Raid in the chat when we get over there so that she knows we are there to support her. She's been playing some Genshin Impact today. Also, if you are headed over, be sure to follow all of her rules as you would mine. Be respectful, be kind, and once again, as always, have fun. Alrighty. Tomorrow there will be no stream, as I do not stream on Wednesdays. But Thursday we'll be back, and we'll be back with more Danganronpa. Regarding Thursday's stream length, I will let y'all know how long that stream might be, because I may be extending the Danganronpa streams to 4 hours instead of 2, considering how long the game is. So we shall see. I will keep y'all posted on that. Alright, anyways, thank you all so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed today's stream, and I hope that you all have a fantastic rest of your Tuesday. Bye! Stay sharp, Shadeslayers!